Install the paper output platform cutter on the machine. Go to the back of the machine, remove 2 screws, and install the waste ink bottle. Put 3 waste ink tubes into the waste ink bottle. Go to the front of the machine and open the cover. Use a screwdriver to remove the clip securing the ink truck, which must be removed before starting the machine. Thank you for watching. This concludes the first lesson, and the next lesson will be about installing AB film paper. This course brings you the entire process of installing AB film paper. Please pay attention and watch carefully. This course is a very important part. Loosen the screws and install the B film, paying attention to the details in the video.
开始。
拍个小细节，等一下，拍个小细节。好，继续。
Tighten the screws for fixation. Install resistance devices on both sides of the bearing. Please pay attention to watching. Rotate counterclockwise to adjust the height of the heating rubber roller. Clockwise rotation adjusts the descent, while counterclockwise rotation adjusts the ascent. Place the reel for installing the B film on the machine. Now let's check if the resistance device is fully seated. Now let's penetrate the B membrane. Please watch carefully. The B film has an installation direction. Please pay attention and watch carefully. Place the B film into the heating rubber roller and let it pass through the rubber roller. When the installation direction of the B film is correct, it is correct to pull the B film so that it does not touch the temperature sensor. Install the number 1 support bracket according to the identification, and secure it with 4 hexagonal screws. Now install the pound 2 support bracket on the other side, and fix it with 4 hexagonal screws. Now let's install the A film paper. Loosen the screws and remove the black drum. Place the A film into the bearing, and place it in the center. Tighten and fix the roller screws on both sides. Install resistance devices on both sides of the A-film drum, and the direction of the resistance devices needs to be consistent. Place the A-film reel on the support frame. The resistance devices on both sides need to be perfectly placed in the card slot. Now let's check if the resistance device is perfectly placed in the card slot, which can be compared and checked like in the video. Unique screws need to be screwed in on both sides of the A-film resistance device for fixation. Now we start to install the waste film motor. We add these two metal support at first. Then we need to install the motor with the plug on the right, and fit the paper tube on. Then we install the other part on the left, and we need to compress the two sides to fit. Now we need to tighten motor by anti-clockwise set screw on bottom. And we need to insert the power cord into the beside socket on machine. Now we start to feed the A-film in. Please notice we need to feed it in between the two rods. We start to feed this A-film in. And it would be better that there's colleague to receive it. Directly above the machine, manually pull the A-film paper to bring it to the platform. Please note that there is a transparent protective film on membrane A, which does not need to pass through the heating rubber roller. We need to manually separate it. It should be noted that the A-film must be within the coverage range of the B-film. If the A-film is not within the coverage range of the B-film, the position of the B-film paper can be fine-tuned to make the A-film perfectly within the coverage range of the B-film. Manually push the A-film paper and pass the A-film through the heating rubber roller. Here we will put the waste film out, and one colleague will receive the waste A-film in other side. Then we use the tape to fix the A-film. Remember, the film is going outer side to be fixed. That will be rotated counterclockwise. And you will see the A-film wrap the first metal rod. After the AB film is perfectly fitted through the heating roller, manually pull the AB film forward. While holding the AB film, turn the screw clockwise to lower the height of the heating roller. Tighten to a tight state. While holding the AB film paper, turn the screw on the other side clockwise to lower the height of the heating rubber roller. Tighten to a tight state. If the film is found to be warped, please manually pull the film forward in a timely manner to avoid the adhesive of film A sticking to other parts of the machine. These are the first part of the second lesson, which includes installing AB film paper. Next, please carefully focus on the content of key points 2.2, which demonstrates how to check whether the AB film is successfully installed after the machine is started. Before inserting the power cord, it is important to check whether the labeled voltage on the machine matches the voltage you are actually using. If it does not match, do not insert the power cord, and contact technical or sales personnel immediately. Open the doors on both sides to observe if the A-film is neatly aligned with the platform and tightly adheres to it. We can see that the transparent film of film A does not automatically roll up. Now we need to turn on the switch of the paper receiving motor for the transparent film. This is the adjustment switch for the torque device of the paper winding motor. The torque has been adjusted before leaving the factory. If it does not automatically wind up, we need to adjust it.
First, let the tension of the film collector adjust to lean. Then we use the feed button to make the material line go forward. Transparent film is not put away. We need to spin slowly. The pull of the film take-up device. Transparencies are taken away and the hand stops rotating. Thanks for watching. Note that you must not rotate the film collector too much tension. Too much tension will make the paper pull up.
Next is the key to verifying whether AB film paper has been successfully installed. Please take a closer look. Press the forward button to move the paper forward approximately 1 mm. During the paper movement, we need to observe 2 points. 1. We must observe whether the A film is bent or uneven. The A film must be in a flat state to be correct. 2. Does the transparent protective film automatically separate? The transparent protective film must be automatically separated to be correct. Move the ink cart to the far left, continue to press the forward button, and look at the other side of the film to see if the film remains flat. Reminder, these two rotating buttons control the tightness and pressure of the heating rubber roller, and the tightness on both sides needs to be consistent, otherwise it will also cause the film to be in an uneven state. Dear customer, when you are checking whether the film is flat, you can take a video of whether the film is flat and send it to our technical personnel for confirmation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, thanks.
The software and teaching are both on a white USB drive. First, copy the data from the white USB drive to the computer's C drive. Create a UV DTF folder in the C drive to place files. Then open the second folder of the white USB drive and install the ProRip software first. Clicking to open the installation package in administrator mode will be faster. Click Next to continue. Pop up a prompt box and click Repair. Click on this location, then click on Install. Click OK to complete the installation, then open the software. Check if the canvas setting is A3. Then select the HSXP600 driver. Then set the driver as the default driver. Install the Microsoft Runtime library before decompressing the print.txt file. Click on this location. Select the marked location and click Next again. Waiting for installation to click on this location after completion. Now unzip the print.txt folder and move the files to the folder on the C drive. Waiting for decompression to complete. After decompressing, open the folder and find the icon for print.txt. Send a shortcut to the print.txt icon to the desktop. After the software installation is completed, please open the network settings in the control panel to check if the Ethernet transmission speed has reached DTM. EGB means that the printer can be connected correctly without any issues. Finally, open the software. The connection flag lit green and ready to print indicates that the software installation is complete.
Let's now add ink. The operation of adding ink is very simple. We only need to strictly follow the color identification to add ink, and add the corresponding ink according to the identification affixed to the machine, and the identification on the ink tube. K equals black, C equals cyan, M equals red, Y equals yellow, low, W equals white, V equals varnish. Varnish is a semi-transparent liquid. When adding ink and extracting ink cartridges, we need to turn off the main power supply, or unplug the power cord in advance. Cover the syringe with an orange needle. After adding ink, we will extract the ink from the ink cartridge. It is important to extract all the air from the ink cartridge and pipeline, and extract 5 ml of ink. Please note that when holding ink bags, we should hold both sides of the ink bags, and avoid squeezing the middle. After extracting 5 ml ink, we will insert the ink cartridge into its original position, and prohibit pulling out all ink cartridges at once. When extracting the next ink cartridge, please pay attention to cleaning the orange syringe with a tissue or dust-free cloth. The same technique is used, extracting 5 ml of ink and inserting it into its original position. The extracted ink cannot be reused. Please treat it as waste ink. Due to time constraints, I will only demonstrate extracting 2 ink bags. You need to strictly extract 510 ml of ink from all ink cartridges, and insert each ink cartridge into its original position. Thank you. Now that we have extracted the ink bags, we need to power them on, and start them up. Before extracting the ink from the waste ink tube, we observe these 2 details. X is in a state of 0, and the device displays a ready state. This is the correct state to extract the waste ink. If X is not in a state of 0, it means that the ink card has not returned to the original point for resetting. Please click on X Reset to return the ink card to point 0. There will be a total of 3 waste ink pipes behind the machine. There is a waste ink pipe in the ink station that does not have any suction, and this waste ink pipe does not need to extract waste ink from it. We mainly extract 10 ml of waste ink from the other 2 colored waste ink pipes. Let's go to the software to automatically clean the print head. Automatically clean all print heads on the software. During the cleaning process, the printer control icon is dimmed, and will be restored after cleaning is completed. After cleaning the print head, we will print the nozzle status diagram, and press the test button on the control panel to proceed. After receiving this command, the machine will print a status map of the print head. After printing is completed, the ink truck will return to the original point for resetting. Now let's take a closer look at the status diagram. Please send the printed status diagram to the technical personnel for viewing to see if it is qualified. Thank you. This is a close-up of the print head status chart. When we look at the status chart, we make a judgment based on its line chart situation. The standard good state is that the line chart has no broken needles or cross colors. The line diagram of varnish is difficult to view in CL, EAR, and requires backlighting for observation. The status chart is the inkjet report of the print head, and we must maintain a daily status report to pay attention to the ink output status of the print head. Thank you for watching. See you next class. We need to open the control software and keep it connected. Import picture. Prioritize PNG images for easy identification of RIP software layers. Select the image you want to print and click Open. Modify the size of the image to not exceed the size of the film. Here are 4 kinds of white formation methods, which can be selected according to the needs of users. Choose 100% white under any color pixel to print white ink. According to the outline of the picture, white ink is printed, where white is displayed on the preview pattern. Click on Rip. There will be 3 parameters in this, namely 8 pass, 1 2 pass, and 1 6 pass, which correspond to 3 different printing speeds and qualities. The higher the number of passes, the slower the printing speed, and the finer the effect. Suggest using 1 2 pass. Select whether to mirror according to printing requirements. DTF process requires mirroring. Automatically print after selecting Rip, and the machine will automatically print after successful rip. If you manually print after selecting Rip, you need to successfully rip the image and manually click Print.
马队长，我是这里呀。繼續㗎，馬師傅呀。
Dear customer, as a new customer, during the initial process of printing pictures, it is necessary for you to open the doors on both sides and observe whether the film is warped, just like in my video. The A film paper must be kept flat, otherwise it will warp and cause the ink ruck to collide with the A film paper, causing paper jam and causing the print head to be scratched. If there is any abnormal situation of uneven film paper, please stop printing immediately or turn off the main power supply. After the image is printed, please take a few photos of the image and show them to my technical staff to see if there are any issues with the color and printing. Next is a demonstration of the cutting knife function, which you can check. After the pictures are printed, the course for this new client ends. If you have any questions or do not understand, please contact technical personnel, and we will provide you with professional explanations.